card. Then we're going to go ahead and color it, and I am coloring with my Copics. I am going to start with Y13, and this is my lightest color, so I am going to color my entire sunflower in the yellow, so the Y13, the lightest color. This is going to be the base. And when you're coloring with Copics, you always want to start with your lightest color, and you want to lay down a good base. The more, the better the base you have laid down, the more ink, the better the colors blend when you go to add your darker colors on top. So that's why you want to add a good layer of good ink first. And your lower number is going to be your lightest color. And you want to use circular motions because that lays down a nice even layer of ink. And go ahead and use your whole marker tip, not just the tip. Use the side of the marker and kind of like scrub your paper to put the color down. Okay, then we're going to go in with the Y15 and using the artist highlighting on the image, we're going to shade in from the center out using the artist sketch lines, or the shading that the artist put in there. And you're going to work in thirds. Your stamp, your coloring, you've got 3 colors going down, so I like to think of it as coloring thirds. Your lightest color is going to get your most color, all of it, 100%, and then your middle color is getting 2/3 of the image, and then your darkest color will get 1/3 of the color. And you want to get behind the petals. That's where your dark sections are going to be. Okay, then you're going to go in with the darkest color, which is Y17. And again, this is only going to be about 1/3 of the image. Start from the center, kind of get behind the petals, underneath where the darker shadows are going to be. Okay, and then, oops, I forgot the little guy. I need to go back in with my middle color with that one. There's not much to shade on that one. And then you're going to go back with your lightest color and kind of go from your tip of the flower in this time and just kind of blend those colored lines, and it'll soften them and blend them. If you need to go back in with your middle color, your Y15, and add a little bit more blending, you can do that, but you want some variance in the color. You want to be able to see the differences in the petals. Okay, and even though we're going to color the center of the flower all brown, I still want to color it, so I'm using YR23, and this is just going to make sure just in case I don't get some glitter on part of it, that it will be colored so it doesn't stand out too stark. Okay, now on to the leaf. I'm going to start with G21. And I'm going to lay down my base color. Okay, and then my middle color is G24. I'm going to kind of go in and follow the veins and the shading that the artist gave us on this one where the front of the petal is curled up. I'm going to go behind it. And then a little bit on the stem. And up here where the stem meets under the flower, it's going to be darker. There's going to be a shadow under there. So add a little bit there. And then in with your darkest color, this is the G28. And again, I'm just going to kind of do the veins of the flower. Get behind that petal, fold it over. If you want to add a little bit to the stem, you can do that. And then we're going to go back with the lightest color, the 21, and kind of blend in. When you go over with the lightest color, even over the darker colors, it is going to lighten that area. So if you find that you've colored an area darker than what you would like, go back over it with a lighter color and it will lighten the area. Okay, so there we've got it colored.